on your side. This is WHAS 11 News.
Right now at 7, a tragic end in the search for a missing woman, where police found Patricia Thompson and how friends are honoring her life. And they've been convicted of robbing more than a dozen fast food restaurants. How much time both suspects could get this week. And before you head out on the Lincoln tomorrow, a look at the foot traffic the new bridge saw this weekend. Good morning, Kentuckiana. It's 7 o'clock and 31 degrees out. I'm Michaela McDonald. We're taking a live look now over the metro. Beautiful sunrise happening out there, Brian. A little bit of the fog out there, but as we've said, not as bad as it was yesterday. And it looks to be written off a little bit.
Right. The video that we showed of the pedestrians in the bridge, you can see it looked pretty cloudy out there. Definitely cold. Everybody was bundled up. It's still cold, but the fog not nearly as thick out there. And it's actually that fog, that low-lying fog, that's allowing for this pretty cool little sunrise shot, because above that, we've got clear skies out there. So we're expecting another sunny day. We do have that cold morning, and that is going to change, though, for tomorrow, because we have some rain chances on the way for next week. So that's going to allow for temperatures to be not nearly as cold for the overnight. That cloud cover and that chance of rain is actually going to help the morning temperatures. Max HD radar, dry across Kentuckiana. We are going to have dry conditions through today, some sunshine, a little cloud cover, though, building in right now. The rain showers that we'll have moving through are just off to the west, and that's with the cold front, but it's going to take some time before they get here tomorrow morning. About this time tomorrow, we'll have that chance for rain, but it's really just going to be a slight chance for rain. Here's our Morgan & Morgan HD camera network, the view at the Review Restaurant and Lounge at the Galt House. Poor visibility in some spots because of the fog, but notice off in the horizon, a very cool shot there, and just clear skies across the area. 31 degrees right now in Louisville Metro. That's one of the warm spots. There's a couple of spots hanging out in the mid to low 30s like Hardinsburg, but pretty much everybody else is either in the mid to low 20s, and it is pretty chilly out there. Shepherdsville, E-Town, Frankfort, Bedford, Scottsburg, Carrollton, Campbellsville, all hanging out in the 20s. So we will have that morning fog, but that clears up for us for later on around noontime, upper 40s. It is going to be pretty mild for today, partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the mid-50s. We'll continue to track the warming trend that we've got for next week's Futurecast coming up. Michaela?
Thank you, Brian. And we're continuing to follow breaking news this morning. Gilliand Road in East Louisville has been shut down following a deadly traffic accident. It happened this morning just after 4. Officials say the driver of a Ford Focus was headed north in the area when he lost control of the car and hit a telephone pole. No other vehicles were involved in this accident. The driver was pronounced dead on the scene, and 2 other men were taken to the hospital. Officials say right now it's too early to determine if drugs or alcohol played a role in the crash.
We haven't had a chance to interview the passengers of the vehicle, nor do we have toxicology on the driver, but that's certainly something that we'll be looking into.
A part of the Eastwood Cutoff Road is closed as well. The condition of the other 2 passengers is unknown at this hour. And more breaking news at this hour. Right now, police are interviewing the suspect they believe was involved in a deadly hit-and-run incident. Police say a man was found dead this morning just before 4 on Griffiths Avenue near 25th Street. Officials say the driver of an SUV is currently being held for questioning. The traffic unit is investigating and will bring you more details on this as they become available. And arrangements will soon be made for the woman with mental disabilities who was found dead after she had been missing for a few days. A golden alert was issued earlier this week for Patricia Thompson after she disappeared from her home near Crumbs Lane. Thompson's body was found Saturday morning in a wooded area off Bannock Avenue. That's a little more than a mile away from where she went missing. And as our Shay McAllister reports, Thompson's caregivers held a vigil in her honor.
It was the call friends say they feared most when LMPD confirmed they had found the body of a woman less than 2 miles from where Patricia Thompson went missing. Friends tell us Thompson had severe mental disabilities and lived full-time with caregivers. Caregivers like Lindsay Murphy, who treated the woman like family because she didn't have any of her own.
She is known for being brutally honest, but in a way that was a breath of fresh air. She had a really awesome, dry sense of humor, and she had the most infectious laugh.
Caregivers say she wandered from her home Sunday afternoon and was known to hide and not come out on her own. McDonald's cheeseburgers and Pepsi were 2 of Thompson's favorites. So at Saturday night's gathering, those treats were the center point. The group also shared stories about Thompson and released balloons in her memory.
Cheers to Pepsis and cheeseburgers.
I'm just going to miss, her innocence, her genuineness. She was just a simple person, but she appreciated anything and everything.
This video was taken just weeks ago as Thomas danced to one of her favorite Christmas songs. It's a video friends say they are happy to have and will cherish forever. Shay McAllister, WHAS 11 News.
And police do not believe foul play was involved in Thompson's death. And firefighters believe a cooking fire may have sparked the blaze at a house on West Market Street. It happened just after 10:30 last night. The fire started in the back of the house and was contained to 2 rooms. Fire officials say the house is salvageable and that the family should be able to move back in soon. And it was a historic opportunity, and thousands of people took part in walking across the new Abraham Lincoln Bridge, exclusively open for foot traffic yesterday. I was there for the Walk the Bridge event, and it was one many people say they'll remember.
Thousands of Kentuckians and Hoosiers crowded onto the new Abraham Lincoln Bridge Saturday for this once-in-a-lifetime experience, walking across the new bridge before it opens to vehicle traffic on Monday.
I love our new bridge.
Once-in-a-lifetime thing, so we decided to walk it.
History in the making.
What's that?
It's a once-a-lifetime deal. Not too many bridges open up where you get a chance to walk on them.
2, 1. For the ceremony, leaders from both sides of the river, including Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear, Governor-elect Matt Bevin, and Indiana Governor Mike Pence.
The fog this morning is lifting. It's lifting on a day that many doubted would ever come. But today we open a new magnificent bridge.
This is an inspiring day for both of our states.
It was a day many in Kentuckiana have waited decades for.
I think this is wonderful. This is a history in the making.
Oh, it's great. It's just fantastic. It's an attractive bridge. Huge crowd today. A lot of people see that there's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You don't get to do this, very often.
Bob Manning is something of a bridge enthusiast and says he wouldn't miss the chance to be on the Abraham Lincoln Bridge for opening day.
54 years ago, on a December morning, I was on my bicycle and I crossed the Sherman-Minton Bridge on opening day. And then when the Big 4 Bridge upriver opened a few years ago, I was there on opening day. And today I'm here with my family, my daughter and son and grandchildren, and the rest of my family are coming later in the day. So we try to make it a habit now to help open these bridges.
And one local pastor is on a mission to inspire others, and he was among those who took part in walking the bridge yesterday. Mike Olson is a pastor of an Anglican church in Louisville. He's suffering from a terminal lung disease. He says his walk over the Abraham Lincoln Bridge yesterday was to show people who are sick with terminal diseases that they can still go for their dreams.
I wanted to walk the bridge today to just, share with people that even if you have a terminal illness or any kind of disability, that just go for your dreams and just, do what you want to do to live life to the fullest.
Olson says he has an appointment next week to see if he can get on a list for a double lung transplant, which is the only cure for his illness. And right there with you to enjoy this experience of a lifetime was members of the WHAS 11 team. Our Kayla Moody, along with producer Megan Short and a web producer Blake Randall, were right there to take in the new bridge. But they weren't the only ones. You may have seen Melissa Swan and Doug Profit, who posted this picture on Twitter as they too celebrated the opening of the Abraham Lincoln Bridge. The northbound lanes officially open to drivers tomorrow morning, and southbound lanes will open shortly after. Good morning, Kentuckiana. It's 7:09 and 31 degrees out. President Obama is expected to speak on the recent mass shooting out in California, one you can catch the rare address from the Oval Office. Plus, another weekend shooting in Louisville, what police are saying about the incident that left a man dead Saturday.